Wow. So Uber Eats CEO made a major announcement that went out to all drivers, and it is the biggest update and features that I have ever seen being released on Uber Eats. So one of them is a game changer for all drivers and solves one of the biggest issues we have all complained about for years on Uber Eats. If this is true, they just stepped up their game. Watch out, DoorDash. They are playing to win. In today's video, we will go over this big announcement. What features are they changing? How each one affects us drivers? And the last one is the biggest one that will change everything. So stick around. Okay, so this was sent out to all drivers. And if you didn't get it, I'm going to read it right here for you and go through each one. And if I read this correctly, there are no dates that I saw or that I'm aware of as when some of these are going to start. But this is what it says. In Washington, D.C., we hosted Only on Uber 2025, our annual flagship event, where we announced significant updates to the Uber driver app. This year, we're adding dozens of new features across driver and courier experiences inspired by your feedback. These features are designed to help make your earning experience easier, safer, and fairer. Here are some of the highlights of what's coming. Okay, so you guys ready? Here's the first one. Detailed destination information in Trip Planner. So they are giving couriers more clarity and confidence on the road with more detailed information up front. In the Trip Planner, you'll soon see all pickup and drop off addresses clearly, so you know exactly where you're going. I don't know how detailed they're going to get. I wish I had like screenshots so I could actually look at it and see what they're really talking about. If they give detailed information like addresses, I think that would be a huge win for drivers. I think, in my opinion, their in-app navigation is actually pretty decent. So I don't know whether they're upgrading some of that as well. But any information a company does and gives drivers, to me, that's a win. I wish I wish I had more details on this, just so I know how it truly affects us as drivers and whether it's actually useful information or is it just fluff and they're saying that it's useful information, if you know what I mean. Okay, next is increased clarity and control on batch deliveries. Deliver multiple orders with more ease. Soon couriers will get clear guidance on important info, like how many orders are headed to the same customer, whether there are multiple pickups at the same restaurant, and more. What's that and more? I kind of want to know what that is. Or did they just put that in there just to kind of cover their butts, that it kind of covers more in case they want to throw something else in there? But when it comes to this, the one thing I would love to see, and I don't think it will be a part of this, I would like to see on Shop and Delivers items that we can look at before we accept them. Right now, you know item counts in units. You don't know exactly what you're shopping for. So if they took care of that in this category, I would be super excited because a lot of times I don't do Uber Eats shop and pays because I don't know what's in them. Is it 6 cases of water? I got one just a couple of months ago that it was literally the whole order was 10 cases of water and I had to cancel it because I'm like, I'm not doing that by myself. Are you crazy? So it would be really nice if that was included in that. But I'm going to go back to my original statement above. Any information that's more information that could help drivers make better decisions when it comes to seeing orders, I think that would be a huge one. However, I don't know whether I believe it until I actually see it. Okay, next is safeguards against ratings out of your control. And then it says to help protect you and your hard work, we'll soon be improving our systems to better identify and remove ratings that may be due to circumstances outside of your control. I have a lot of questions on this one. What circumstances that are out of our control? Are you talking about lying customers? Are you talking about customers who falsely accuse drivers of doing something that they didn't do? Like, what's going on here? Because I need more detail on this. I said this on a lot of apps, definitely on DoorDash. DoorDash does remove stuff that is out of our control. It would be nice to see what. No one's really clear. No company is really clear on how and what they actually remove. I will say on Instacart, if they remove any rating, they actually tell you removed for bad weather. Like they actually tell you why the rating was removed. If you want to be upfront and honest with that, I would be more than welcome to that happening. Anytime that any driver gets a bad rating, in this case, a thumbs up or thumbs down with Uber Eats, I feel like we deserve to know why. I think that's the biggest issue we've had across all apps, not just Uber Eats, that when someone doesn't like your service, we never know what the circumstances are behind it. And now with Uber Eats, with their own tier system, like that could be a really big deal for drivers because it could kick you out of one of their tiers if that's what you're choosing to do on their app. I need more info on this. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, I saved the biggest one for last because this is the game changer. You might not get it when you first read it. Like I'm like, wait, they're doing what? Until I finally got it. So here it is. Have more certainty in every trip with tip guarantee. You like that? It says, with our new tip guarantee feature for couriers, when you see guaranteed on a trip request, the amount you see on the trip is the amount you'll receive after delivery. Do I hear transparency? What? Did I hear that right? Okay, there's more. This is the game changer part. In cases where there is a change, Uber will cover the difference. Enjoy greater confidence and certainty in every delivery. Hello. Is tip baiting gone? Actually, not really. If you really read into this, they're actually just covering your butt, honestly, in case a customer does decide to tip bait. For years, I know I've been fighting the fight, and there are many drivers also that tip baiting shouldn't even be a thing. It should go away. Customers should not even have that option. Well, I guess this is their compromise. So they're, in my opinion, going to eat the cost if a customer decides to remove their tip. So is the customer still getting away with it? Yes. But from a driver's perspective, you don't lose money, which, in my opinion, like that's a win. That is the game changer. I can't tell you how many times I feel like we have all called at some point complaining that we did nothing for a customer to remove a tip. I remember probably a little over a year ago, I did a shop on Uber Eats. It was like $38, $35, somewhere around there. It was a big shop. And it was, I would say medium units, if I remember correctly, probably like 38, 40-ish, somewhere around there. I was communicating with the customer the entire time. We were, going back and forth. So communication was there. Drop it off. Huge house. Hour goes by. Got reduced to $8. I was livid. The customer tip baited me for almost $30. I was so mad. And at that point, like I felt like I was just done with the whole tip baiting and customers being able to do it. Because of customers like that, that's why this shouldn't even exist. Well, I guess Uber is doing something about it. They listen to us. Are they taking the feature away like we wanted to? No. But hey, at least you're not paying the price as a dasher. So those are the new features, the new updates. What do you think? Is there any one in particular that you like better than the other one? Is the last one that they're going to guarantee that the amount you see is the one you'll receive after delivery? Ah, I'm kind of excited about this one myself. I'll believe it when I see it. I just worry that it might be like Instacart, that they only refund or give you up to $10. So if a customer tip beats you like 30, you get 10 out of it. I hope that's not the case. It didn't say this, but I feel like with all of these bullet points, they were short, sweet, and simple. I feel like I need more information. I need screenshots so I can see exactly what they're talking about to give an honest opinion. And I feel as though sometimes there's a little hidden stuff in between the wordings that I really want to know about even more. So hopefully this comes quickly. Hopefully everybody reaps the benefits of this, but this is the biggest change I've seen Uber Eats make in a very long time. Hopefully it is in the benefit of the driver. I guess we'll see as we go along, as it gets rolled out to all of our markets. I don't do Uber Eats content that very often, but I've been doing Uber Eats for years now. I mainly do DoorDash videos, but if you want to check out more information, I'm going to suggest this video up next. I'll see you over there.